I'd like to call the order the meeting of the Board of Delhi Township Trustees for January the 28th, 2025. We'll begin the meeting first with Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight's moment of silence, I'd like to call the remembrance of the Holocaust on January the 27th. And many times we hear about the 6 million Jewish people who lost their lives, but actually the total number of victims of the Holocaust was nearly 17 million people throughout Europe during World War II. So if we could just take a moment and remember the victims of the Holocaust. Thank you, everyone. All right, we'll begin then, please, Mr. Luby, with the approval of the minutes.
We have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meetings on December 18th, 2024, and January 8th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
Motion to approve the payment of overtime for pay periods ending January 7th and January 21st, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve bills for payment.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved. Report from our fiscal officer, Mr. Luby.
We have Resolution 2025-6, amending appropriations for expenses and dispensing with a second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Is there any discussion on this resolution?
Yes, there's a couple amendments that we're making, and the first one relates to the adjustment that we had to make to payroll for the 2025 payroll that came through on 2024. We missed the fire department last meeting, so we're adding the fire department. We also are including our annual transfers, with the majority of it being the transfer that we make to the general fund to the zoning. And lastly, we have an adjustment for the appropriations for the real estate tax assessment here at DTS.
Okay.
I move to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
All those in favor of dispensing with the second reading of this resolution?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mr. Davis? Yes. Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes.
As far as significant transactions,
Passes.
Since our last meeting, as far as deposits, we received $20,000 for a donation for our ball fields and soccer fields. We received $56,000 from the local government fund, motor vehicle license tax, and gasoline tax. And we received $17,000 for the permissive motor vehicle license tax. As far as expenses, our payroll on 1/16 was $328,000. We had a payment to Midtown Health for $84,000, which was funding for the month of November. Morton Salt for $70,000. Dell Inc. for $29,000, which were for computers at DTS. And Vogapol Fire for some equipment for the fire department for $37,000. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Luby. Trustee correspondence, please. Trustee Davis?
None at this time that I know one of you probably will already cover, so thank you.
All right. Trustee Sturts?
Yes, I'd like to read two letters. I always love it when our residents let us know what a good job we're doing. And usually it is for our first responders, and tonight there are two that were sent to the police department. So we're very proud of all our personnel, and we also like to toot our horn once in a while and let everybody else know what a good job they're doing. So this was directed to Chief Braun. They wanted to express their sincere appreciation for a specific officer, Kyle Venemeyer, for his excellent and rapid response to their home. He solved their dilemma quickly and professionally. This couple has lived in Delhi over 55 years and have once again enjoyed and benefited from our excellent Delhi Township first responders. Thank you so much, keeping us safe over the years. I'm so glad some things never change. Thanks also to the kind and efficient office person when I called. So thank you to this family for writing and letting us know. And kudos, Officer Venemeyer. The other one was from a young lady. I just wanted to pass along how much the Delhi police have been a saving grace in my life. These are strong words. and how much I appreciate everyone that works for Delhi Police. Not only do I have a situation that requires medical intervention and allowing me to meet some amazing officers, but she also had an incident that the police played a huge part in her healing from trauma and feeling safe. No words can express my gratitude and love for all of you. What was probably everyday business to you guys was life-saving for me. And again, I don't think people realize that yes, maybe, that they might think that it's just every day for our first responders, but it too is life-saving for them and life, what do I say? It just, what's the word I want to say, Jeff? It makes them feel good that it means so much to you, that what they're passionate about means much to our residents. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who does help all of our residents. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And really, thank you, everyone who takes the time and the effort to send us positive notes about our first responders, because obviously we're very proud of them and proud of the jobs that they do. I'd just like to say that in the audience with us tonight is a young lady, Grace Awad, who is a senior at Seton, who is our local applicant for the Ohio Township Association Scholarship. So we're wishing Grace lots of luck, and good luck on your choice of colleges and universities. Not that I would favor one over another, but go Bucks. No, best of luck, Grace. All right, thank you. All right, we'll go into the department reviews then, and begin with the Fire Department. Chief Campbell?
We have a motion to promote Bridget D. Nagel to career firefighter EMT in the Fire Department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Township Professional Firefighters Association, IFFF, Local 3389, effective February 19th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
Thank you,
Ron.
trustees. No, we look forward to bringing Bridget on. She is a lifelong resident of Delhi. She joined us a little over a year ago, and we're excited to promote her into this new capacity because we think she's really ready for it. She starts medic school in a couple weeks, and that'll be a big part of her life as a career firefighter for the next 9 months at least, until we get her all situated, with the ultimate goal of bringing her on as a paramedic. But no, we look forward to having her up here before the board for her swearing-in ceremony. In the short run, we're not going to extend this too long, so we'll have her here in the next couple meetings just to make sure that you guys are introduced to her formally and then introduce her to the community.
Okay.
Congratulations, Bridget.
Yes. Thank you, Bridget, for staying with Delhi, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Just for clarification, Bridget had accepted a full-time job with Anderson Township, and her loyalty to us and opportunity that was offered to her, decided to withdraw from their process and stick with us. So we're very happy she made that decision.
That's great. That's great. Congratulations, Bridget. We look forward to your swearing in. Resignation recommendations?
We have motion to accept the voluntary resignation of part-time firefighter paramedic Alexander Jolevsky, effective January 20th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
Motion to accept the voluntary resignation of part-time firefighter EMT Dawson R. Rice, effective February 2nd, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
We wish both these part-timers well as they accept their new full-time positions. Alex is starting with the City of Cincinnati Fire Department, and Dawson is going full-time to Whitewater Township Fire Department. So with that being said, we've had a number of resignations and folks leaving over the past couple weeks, so I'm going to give this opportunity for Jim to clear his throat, drink a glass of water, and look forward to hiring these 5 part-timers we're ready to bring
Great.
on here to Delhi.
That's great.
All right, we have a motion to approve the hiring of Christian A. Edwards as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of the pre-employment physical and drug testing effective on January 28, 2025.
Chief, is this the relative of our esteemed former fire chief, Mike Edwards, or?
I do not believe so, but Christian was a member in our Fire Explorer post. He was in the Fire Academy just this recent graduation, did some ride time with us, and is coming back in part-time capacity. I do not believe there's a relationship.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
Motion to approve the hiring of Nolan A. Burwinkle as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of a pre-employment physical and drug testing effective on January 28, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
Motion to approve the hiring of Jace W. Stevens as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of a voice stress analyzer test, pre-employment physical, and drug testing effective on January 28, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
Motion to approve the hiring of Marissa L. Combs as part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of a voice stress analyzer test, pre-employment physical, and drug testing effective on January 28, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. Motion approved.
Motion to approve the hiring of Will R. Pisani as a part-time firefighter EMT in the fire department at the rate per the collective bargaining agreement with the Delhi Firefighters Association upon successful completion of a voice stress analyzer test, pre-employment physical, and drug testing effective on January 28, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Yes.
Motion approved. Bridget, congratulations for staying with us in Delhi, and I'd like to welcome on behalf of the board, let me get all these right, Christian Edwards, Nolan Burwinkle, Jace Stevens, Marissa Combs, and Will Pisani. Welcome to Delhi Township.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Board. So with these 5 hires, we're at full strength of 61 personnel. It was June of 2023 when I came to you with the dire need to hire people, and we were really struggling at that time. We had at that time 43 personnel. So we've come a long way. It seems like we're seeing a lot come and go. That is the normal ebb and flow, but to still have sufficient staffing for the department, under these circumstances, we're very proud of all the efforts everyone has put in to recruit and retain. Certainly, we've got good candidates through and through, and love to see them develop here in Delhi and keep them as long as possible. I've got a department update, if I would. So I think we're running around 15, 20 years since we last had a Citizens Fire Academy, so please follow our social media, both posted on our website and in Facebook. We'll be starting an 8-week educational program. I think a lot of people hear us talk about response times, number of calls. Well, we're going to give you an opportunity to see firsthand how the sausage is made. So bring you behind the scenes, do ride-alongs with us. There'll have an opportunity to earn your CPR certification, learn a little bit more about AEDs, fire history in Delhi, just eyes and ears. As a citizen, that opportunity to get a firsthand view of our fire personnel, all the training and things that they go through, and give them that experience. So in those 8 weeks, we're looking at starting in March, and any candidates over the age of 18, and Tuesday nights, 6:30 to 9 p.m. at the fire station. So come one, come all. Applications are available on the website and in Facebook. All right.
It's great. It's a great opportunity. And I think we've actually had people who've been through that or been through the Fire Explorers that have come back and actually been
Employees.
full-time.
Yes.
Yes, that's great. Thank you. Parks and Recreation, Mr. Soupy, update?
Yes, I got an update for you, kind of quick. We're, with the snow kind of winding down and the weather coming down, we're preparing equipment for the coming spring, getting everything ready, prepping. We are getting ready for to put our calendar events out for the summer fair, the crafts and everything like that too, so it's coming soon. Let's see, recently the last items, or a couple of the last items for the dog park are delivered, so initially we're waiting for install on that as well. Let's see, in the last part, I know probably a couple questions. We are organizing with Road Department and getting our Delhi Town Square tree down this week because of the weather as well, so, yeah.
Yeah, we've all gotten a few questions about the Christmas tree, and I think it's important for everyone to understand, we take that down, it needs to be dry.
Yes.
It needs to be dry before it can be stored safely. So they're kind of caught
Yeah.
between the snowstorms, and now we're going to have a rainstorm. So hopefully we get it down soon. But everybody knows it's still up, and it will come down. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Randy.
Any other questions, let me know.
Questions?
Thank you.
No.
All right, then let's move to the Police Department. Chief Braun?
Good evening. Just wanted to highlight a couple of our programs. Recently, we got a couple questions about surveillance camera registrations and vacation checks. So we do take surveillance camera registrations. Obviously, we want to know if you have cameras on your house, so if we have a crime in your area, that we can reach out to you, see if you have any video footage. I know I saw something yesterday that Cincinnati just started doing that. You know, we've been doing it for multiple years now. So it's good for us because it gives us a database to go look for and, you know, have our officers track people down and put them where they belong. So vacation checks, if you go on vacation, we're glad to watch your house for you and, you know, keep an eye on it while you're gone, and hopefully that makes them feel better and not worry about their houses. And the last thing I wanted to talk briefly about is stolen cars. We're still seeing some in our community. It's more than just Kias and, you know, et cetera, the ones that were normally stolen. People are leaving their keys in their car and they're getting their cars stolen. In fact, we arrested somebody today in a stolen car up there by in the complex where the car wash is across the street. So, you know, we're constantly looking for people that are doing wrongdoing and taking them to jail. So,
Well, Chief, that's how you end up in Delhi with 18.2% down in your crime rate. So thank you very much.
correct.
Trustee Davis?
No, I'm just curious, which is a great thing to put that out there for everyone who has the cameras at their house, because it's a great tool. But where have you got, do you have it on our Delhi Facebook? Is it on Nextdoor Facebook, where everyone likes to seem to hang out and put their comments? Because I think we should. It's such an incredible tool to use when an event happens, say at Mount Averno and Greenwell, when you have 4, 5, 7, 8 different camera angles for you guys to go back on instantly when you pull up those addresses. So I think it's a matter of information to the public, but I hope we're going on those other sites so that they can, you know, get that out there. And by the way, you hear about the crime, and I'm glad that Trustee Seavey said that, over 18% that the crime is down. So when people are out there talking about crime's everywhere. But for us to be able to look up and say, yeah, and it's down, that's because you support your safety services, you support your police, and it's nice when you put your head on the pillow, you feel safe in your own community. But you hear about these crimes because we make arrests. That's why they make the news. You know, Delhi seems to be the golden child sometimes with the media wanting to get all these things. It's because we actually do make arrests, and to be able to go out and actually prevent crime is a great thing compared to the city of Cincinnati and so many others around us that just respond to radio run after radio run, so there's no real crime prevention. But we've got that gift here, so I hope our residents appreciate that. That's awesome.
And to answer your question, it's on our website, but I'm going to push something out on social media so it gives them the link to hook up and give us their information.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Trustee Sturts, do you have anything?
No, thank you. You've covered it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Public Works, Ron Rippinger.
Thank you, trustees. Just have a couple of worthy mentions. Just from the snow, luckily it's kind of all melting away, hopefully in the next week, but the residents were great. We really didn't get many phone calls. I think everybody understood the magnitude of that snow, and I think I seen something on the news where the ground was covered the longest it's been in 8 or 9 years or something like that, but I thought that was kind of neat. The other thing is just Waterworks. We've been in contact with them about every day over something. I know Kroger had a big water main break in their lot. They got that straightened out fixed pretty quick. And then just throughout the township, there's still water mains breaking. I know Waterworks is really busy. We've been on the phone with them either every day or every other day for something. So just keep that and bear with them. They're busy.
All right.
It's priority is how they're dealing with everything, I think.
Okay.
So that's all I got. Any questions?
Thanks, Ron. Anything, trustees?
Nope.
Nope,
No?
thank you.
All right. All right, we'll move on to administration then. There's a resolution, Mr. Luby.
Resolution 2025-7, authorizing the Township Administrator to spend greater than $10,000 on behalf of the Township in fiscal year 2025, declaring an emergency and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
And discussion on this resolution, please.
This is a omnibus spending resolution, if you will, that we do at the beginning of each year. This is actually supplemental to the one we did in December, but this covers, various purchases. City of Cincinnati, the printing department that we have a relationship with, Great American Financial, Hamilton County Dispatch, Priority Landscaping for both landscaping and snow plowing of the DTS site, as well as our flock cameras for police department. And then we do have a kind of a placeholder right now for the potential of replacing the Admin Explorer. We have a great opportunity for a trade-in on that. So most likely the vendor will be Northgate Ford, but we still have to select a vehicle. So we just don't want to miss the opportunity, but we'll talk about it in-house before we actually move on that.
Thank you.
Move to dispense the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes?
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mr. Davis.
Yes.
Mrs. Sturts.
Yes?
Mrs. Seavey.
Yes. Resolution passes. Administrators report, Mr. Schuyler.
I will be brief tonight, but I do want to take this opportunity to kind of talk about the Delhi Athletic Club by the numbers. This month, we exceeded 50,000 total check-ins at our facility. We're actually, as of Monday, at 50,881 total check-ins. That means that many patrons have come in and utilized our facility. They've come in to either work out on their own, check in for a class. Those are great numbers. We are currently averaging 346 average daily check-ins. That's 25% increase over our December numbers. So very excited about the patronage of our new athletic club. We are also on track for membership. We currently have 1,028 membership accounts, which comes to 2,172 total members. So absolutely phenomenal for only being open 8 months. So we are on track to hit our revenue goals month by month, and we are still on track to be operating month by month in the black by the end of third quarter this year. So this is right on track with our 5-year business plan that we have with our partner HFIT. So looking forward to a great year to come. I'll talk about the event center a little bit. Obviously, tons of classes that are being programmed right now. You can I'll talk about it later in the event section or the announcements. But certainly still planning going on. More events are being planned. Lots of private parties are reserving up here. So we're seeing the utilization of this space by both residents and Westsiders in general increasing month by month. So very exciting. I think right now we have three weddings scheduled this year. So it's just going to keep growing.
Okay.
So thank you guys.
Good.
And their calendar and all that is on their website, correct?
Yes, they have the event calendar. As far as programming, and I'll talk about this in the announcements, but we're partnering using the same software. So you can, either through the Township portal or the Delhi Event Center, you get to essentially the Civic Rec website, and you're able to reserve a space in those classes.
Okay.
Yep.
Trustee Davis, any questions?
No.
Trustee Sturts?
Nope, thank you.
Okay. Moving to community development, Mr. Roach, Tony Roach.
We have Resolution 2025-8, declaring nuisance for accumulated debris at 5725 Forson Drive, declaring an emergency and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
I second the adoption of this resolution.
Any discussion on this resolution, Tony?
Yep, good evening, everyone. Yeah, these two properties are still in violation as of this morning, so we're requesting that your board declare them nuisances so we can go in and remove the debris.
Okay.
Move to dispense the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mr. Davis? Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes. Resolution passes.
Resolution 2025-9, declaring nuisance for accumulated debris at 4988 Mount Alverno Road, declaring an emergency and dispensing with the second reading.
I introduce and move the adoption of this resolution.
Wow. I second the adoption of this resolution.
And Mr. Roach, any discussion on this?
There was some improvement at this property today, but it's still in violations.
Okay. All right.
I move to dispense the second reading of this resolution.
I second the motion to dispense with the second reading of this resolution.
All those in favor of the motion to dispense with the second reading?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Luby, please call the roll.
Mr. Davis? Mrs. Sturts?
Yes.
Mrs. Seavey?
Yes, resolution passes. That completes everything. I'm down to public comments. I do not have anyone signed in. Was there anyone holding a signature back? Are you good? All right. All right, then we'll move on to announcement of community events. Mr. Miller.
Nope. Actually, first, Delhi Event Center at Delhi Town Square, events and programs. The Event Center encompasses many spaces and offers a variety of activities, events, exhibitions, classes, and social gatherings for all ages, including arts, cooking and baking, mixed media, painting, parent-child workshops, sewing arts, theater arts, therapeutic arts, and wine tastings. We invite you to check out a complete listing of our programming and events at the Delhi Event Center website at www.delhieventcenter.com. Page down to the bottom of the homepage where you will find links to complete your listing, or right in the menu, go straight to the program listings. We have a wine tasting coming up, an evening of wine tasting, chocolates, and rom-com, Thursday, February 13th, 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the Delhi Event Center. Join us for wine tasting paired with chocolate, sampling 5 specialty wines paired with chocolate bites, followed by a radio drama romantic comedy written by Greg Procaccino. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Mm-hmm. Okay. Adults 21 and up only, $30 per person. Find a link to register in the Delhi Event Center's Facebook page. We also have a first ever Delhi on Tap. This is a beer fest here at Delhi Event Center. It's Saturday, February 22nd from 4 until 8 p.m. Explore a diverse selection of craft beers from 16 top beer vendors while enjoying delicious food offerings throughout the day, with music from Tyler Moore, Ryan Alfred, Megan Richardson, and Bob W. Cushing. I should also mention that this event will be benefiting one of our local charities, Kids, Cops, and Firefighters, and they'll be here volunteering as well. Find a link to register for this event on the Delhi Event Center's Facebook page.
Nice.
Okay, thank you. We have no reason for executive session this evening.
I have a comment, if you don't mind,
Yes.
if I might. First of all, as you're reading through that, Skylar, I appreciate talking about the Delhi Event Center. If you go online, you look at the events that are coming here into this, it was all by design to make Delhi fun and exciting. It kills me when I hear someone say, there's nothing new in Delhi, there's nothing going on, it's no fun. Look at the listings that go on. Go to our Delhi Event Center and look at the cooking classes, wine tasting, beer festival, first ever, sewing classes, you name it. The ones that come up, and I know we're getting more and more and more coming, they're loving it, and it's cool and it's fun. Come up, check out the website, and do something fun for your weekend, and join us. Number 2, since Miss Awad is here tonight, congratulations to you. There was a big announcement from Seton High School. Not too often that someone like Seton High School says we're going to invest 16 to 17 million in your backyard, Delhi. It's a great event. Read some of the comments. I just couldn't believe it. I thought, you've got to be kidding me. This is a huge event for Delhi. It's a huge investment into your township. So why? But what do I get out of it? What do you get out of it? Someone just dumped almost 17 million into your yard, protecting your property values, making this whole area look great. Trust me, you'll realize that if you're ever going to sell your house and people drive down Delhi Pike going, wow, this is really cool. And you're 11 minutes from downtown, 15 minutes from northern Kentucky. It sells, believe me. But hold on to your properties. That being said, so many great opportunities. The one thing that I hope, and I'm putting this out on official record here, when we met and we had the big announcement when we met with Seton, the one thing that I know with us was it's going to be a walk track. It's going to be tennis courts. It's going to be pickleball courts. It's going to be all of it. And I know the one thing that I asked the development director, how about our residents and things like that? That's all being considered. Certainly, I think every one of us would love to have that when they're not in use, to be able to do that or to go on the walk track, things like that. So we're pushing for you, pushing for us. Hopefully, we'll all be able to come together on that. But when are they going to start? As soon as that ground thaws out, they will start clearing those abandoned homes, and it's going to really start taking shape. So most of us are all excited about it. It's going to be great. So thank you for that, and congratulations to you again.
I think what Trustee Davis is saying is if we all spent more energy looking at the positive things and the opportunities of activity inside the township and less time on the negatives, we'd live a lot better and a lot happier. And everything that we are doing to improve our living conditions, our activities, our events, it's all for our Delhi residents. And basically, you deserve it. You deserve the best, and we thank you for that. There is no need for executive session, so if I could just call for an adjournment then, Mr. Davis?
Yes, if there's no other business before the board tonight, I move that we adjourn this meeting.
Second?
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes. This meeting is adjourned. Our next meeting is Wednesday, February the 12th. Thank you, everyone, for your understanding of this meeting being on Tuesday. The board will be attending the Ohio Township Association meeting, and that required that we change the meeting date. So thank you, everyone, for accommodating.